There we go. Hello, everybody. Good night, good evening, or good morning, depending where you are. So welcome, everyone. This is so exciting. We have different languages here, different people from around the world. We have Hungarian, Romanian, Arabic, Spanish, Russian, and Slovak translation. Today, how does it get any better? So this call is about the contribution that we are in the world. Because yeah, one of the things with opening more to oneself, to myself, to the caring for myself and for others is that we can see that everything that we are doing in this planet, when we are choosing consciousness, it's a contribution. Okay, it's a contribution to the whole planet and to everyone. Okay, so it's a very important part to see what contribution are you being, to acknowledge, to recognize that you are being a contribution. Okay, because with our minds we are busy with these judgments about like, oh yeah, I should do the things that way, or I should be like this. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right things, etc. But we are many times let's say missing all these caring and support, all this connection that we have with everything. Once we open more and more to this space of magic, we can have as real this contribution and this communion. Okay, there is communion, which means I'm connected to everything. Okay, in consciousness there is communion. So communion means that I'm connected with everything. I'm not separate from others. I'm not separate from everything that is around. Even everything that is in the planet and everything that is in the universe. I'm not separated from it. I'm part of it. Okay, so it's including instead of separating. Okay, so, okay, we have Barish also for Turkish. How does it get any better? Thank you, Barish. I will set you as a translator. Thank you very much. 1 second, guys. We have also Turkish. How fun is that? How does it get any better? So we are setting Turkish translation. There we go. Okay, Baris, you are set. And guys, I see many of you are with the camera off. This is very boring because I cannot see you. You can see me, but I cannot see you. It's much more fun to see you and to play with your energy and your bodies. It's much fun and also easier to contribute to you. Of course, energetically we are connected, but also seeing you, it's also very, very beautiful. So it's also how we create with our bodies. We have this energetic part with our beings, but also we are in a reality where we have a physical body. So we create with it. We create with this body. So it's really the gift of what we have in this reality. Okay, it's like actually in this reality, if you don't have a body, who are you? It's in this life. In this life, it's about having a body. Okay, so it's also very nice to be able to tap and to acknowledge all these contribution from the bodies. Okay, as you know, I'm a body class facilitator, and I love bodies because I see that from bodies and with bodies we can create so much change and so much awareness, so much consciousness. Okay, so thank you, the ones that turn on the camera. It's so cool. So I can play a bit more with you. I can contribute you more. So yeah, what can we create here? Okay, this call and all the conversations about consciousness is not just mental or verbal. We are also working energetically. Okay, so how much can you receive from this? How much can you receive from this call? Yeah, how much can you receive from everything, from any moment that you are having? I know it's hard sometimes when you are around people that are being very mental and they are very, let's say, from this reality. But magic is there. Magic is everywhere. Okay, that's the invitation also to see that that we can find this engagement, this connection, this contribution with everything, okay? It's so simple to find it when you see an animal, when you see a tree, or you go to nature, you can perceive this energy. So do you know all these scents that you have when you go into the forest, or you go into a beautiful park and there is trees? You know, with trees, it's very nice and very easy to receive this space of contribution, okay? So just tap into that moments that you are in these beautiful places where you can feel connected, you can feel relaxed, okay? So also, what if contribution and receiving, it's about relaxation also. It's about being relaxed. And it's not something you have to do as a process, mental process, like having some effort to get it, you know? It's not something you have to work, okay? So it looks like everything we need to get in this reality is working for that, the only way we can get it, but it's not really true. What if many of the things, capacities that we have, they are already there, and we just need to acknowledge them more and more, okay? We need to clear sometimes. That's why we do all these body process, bars, verbal clearings, because we need to clear stuff. We have been so implanted with these reality points of view, so we need to clear them, to let them go, okay? There's many ways to clear them, okay? And then when we are more our space, it's easier to acknowledge, okay? But doesn't matter the way we get into the what is important. Doesn't matter if you do it through a process, like a physical process, a mental process, or you just acknowledge it, or it just happened, okay? What are the infinite possibilities for us to acknowledge our capacities? Yeah, and our contribution. And one of the most amazing tools that Access has as a, let's say, the main source is the question, okay? That's one of the most phenomenal and powerful tools. I know it sounds boring sometimes because you say like, yeah, I know this one already. I would like something more. You know, we have all this idea that we want, I don't know, so many other things that that can help us. And we are right also, there's many things, but just for us to know there is one tool that is always there, available, that we don't need another person, we don't need a device, we don't need anything but just doing the question, okay? So that's why I'm making it so relevant, this tool, because it's the tool that you always will have with you. You know, because bars, sometimes you cannot receive it. Body process, of course, you can do it to yourself, but sometimes you cannot receive from other person. But the question, you can always do it, okay? And if you notice, the question is always what you will use to create something different, okay? You will always ask a question. Even if you didn't notice, sometimes you, to change, sorry, I was meeting someone, to change something, what you do is, okay, how can I do that? Even in a very subtle process, you ask for yourself, how can I do that? How can I change that? Okay, that's what we are doing with Access, putting all these, sometimes even not in our awareness processes that are there, that we are asking questions. We already are asking questions, okay? Many times in your life, before knowing all these tools, you were already asking questions. Look at one moment in your life that you wanted to change so much that you change it. So look at what you just did before changing. You were asking, okay, maybe you were saying, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I don't want that anymore. How can I have something different? You know, you ask a question there. Okay, it's part of this process that is there. So knowing about it, it makes us even more powerful, because we can use it, you know, intentionally. We can use it when we are feeling stuck or when we need any awareness or any change. We ask the question and we say, okay, how can I get this? How can I change this? What else is possible here? What else is possible with that? Right? So thank you all of you guys joining here from different places. So let's low down our barriers and get ready to receive more also. Because to see that we are a contribution, we have to acknowledge also how much are we receiving from others and from everything, how much we are connected to everything. Okay, so let's do now a moment of receiving. Let's do now this small exercise of receiving a bit more. So low down your barriers and just put the tension in your body. Probably you're already feeling an energy, sensing some intense energy since we are on in this call. So what if this energy is it's the energy of contribution, okay? How much we misidentified the energy of contribution with whatever, like wrongness, with pressure, with intensity, with pain. Okay, because if we only have the focus in the heavy things, we are not able to see the contribution. Okay, so that's why we have to practice to see the beauty. So now let's see the beauty. Let's perceive the beauty of everyone that is here in this call. Of everyone that is choosing to be a contribution in this planet. All of you that you are here, you are more a contribution than what you think. We are busy with this reality to be efficient, to have a job, to make money, to be right. We have so much judgment in this reality. But I can promise that all of you here, you have this choice and this purpose in life to be a contribution and to make a greater reality, okay? So let's receive more of that. Allow your body to receive this energy. Acknowledge that you're receiving this energy with your body. So put the tension in your body and breathe it in. Breathe in this energy of us, this kingdom of us. Does it feel good? It's this energy where you feel that you are not alone. Okay, this reality is testing you, is pushing all your buttons, putting you into this space of separation. So please acknowledge that it's our choice. It's your choice to go beyond. It's your choice to see beyond the separation, okay? So let's receive more. Receive all the contribution of all the beings that are here with us in this call. All of you guys that are on, all of you humanoids and all of the beings of contribution. Yeah, that was not planned for this call, but it just show up. Since we talk about contribution, looks like many of you have contribution from many beings. So yeah, are you willing to acknowledge that? Are you willing to acknowledge that you are a creator and you create beyond this reality? So how many contributions from beyond this reality do you have? How many beings are you working with? Are you playing with? Yeah, what if this life, it's not about working hard, it's about playing and having fun? Yeah, and I'm sure you can see the difference from now to a few years ago, how you have much more freedom. You have much more consciousness, much more information. So what if that's just the beginning? What if it's more and more coming for us, much more of a reality of magic? Okay, so the earlier we play with it and we have it, so the earlier we will be free and totally into this reality of magic. Okay, we don't have to wait for other people around to choose the same. We can choose it. Okay, so let's keep receiving from us, from all the people that we are here in the Zoom, and from all the beings of contribution that you have or that are in your land. Wherever are you, there's also beings there that are able to connect with you and to connect with the place. Okay, so are you willing to also receive that? Are you willing to receive the energies of contribution everywhere you go? Okay, so what if there's energies that can contribute you and beings everywhere where you go, not just where you live? Sometimes even there's nothing that contributes you where you live, but it's fine. But it's funny. Sometimes we don't want to move from this place because we think it's the best place, the best choice. And that's not only regarding to a place, physical place. It is also regarding to a space, to a reality. To the reality you are being. It's the same. It's the same. You don't want to move from the city where you, or from the country sometimes, and you feel very stuck. So that's how it works, this reality. You don't like it, but you are stuck in it because it's a game. It's how do you say that? It's a trick. This reality is tricky. It's trying to keep you there all the time, but it's not real. Remember that everything that feels heavy, it's not true. So that's what happens with this reality. When you feel all the shittiness, all the intensity of limitation, it's not real. You are sensing it, but that's not your reality. That's not you. Okay? That's just the reality of limitation. Okay? And of course, we have been, all of us, working for it and totally in this reality for many years, maybe for many thousands, millions of years, doesn't matter. But we are getting more and more aware, more and more conscious. Okay, so what are we going to choose? And what are we already creating in the planet? Okay, so let's expand this energy a bit more. Let's allow this energy to be present in our space. Okay, not just in this idea of, oh yeah, so cool, we are connected. No, let's allow it more. Let's allow this energy to be present in your room, in your body, of course, around your body, in the whole room. Please allow that energy now to be present. What if we allow this energy of communion to be the main energy, to be the main energy in our lives? What can we create from communion? How much your personal goals are going to be fulfilled if you choose communion? And how many of your goals are being accomplished by separating? Okay, so what if we can see that the potency of us, the potency of communion, the potency of contribution? Yeah, what if you can allow now this energy to also nourish your business, your creation, your businesses, any creation that you have, either it's a business or just whatever you want to create in life, any project, any idea that you have? What if you can allow now this energy to fulfill, to nourish all of that creations? Allow the energy of us, of the contribution, to support you. Oh, and that's very beautiful, right? It feels very nice. It feels very cool, and we are going to do something else even more. Oh, yeah. This energy is already not. I mean, this energy is still unfolding and reaching all these places. So let's allow it, and let's allow the relaxation that creates the meltiness. You know, sometimes the energies of being, of truth, are very powerful energies. You know, when we want to reach something with our minds, we need to have this state of relaxation. All these frequencies that are known as a very low frequencies, that they allow us to use our mind in a creative way. Okay, that's why when we are tapping into something that is powerful, we get melted and we're like, oh wow, okay. We get even sleepy or we get super relaxed. So what if that can be a space, and a space that you can trust? What if that space of relaxation is not wrong? Okay, but you're trying to fit in this reality with all these thoughts that are telling you, no, you have to move fast, you have to do things fast, you have to do everything, you have to reach everything, you have to accomplish everything. So how much judgment is there also? You know, that doesn't allow the magic. Okay, to see the magic, we have to be in this space of relaxation. Okay, with the pressure, we kill the magic. Okay, if we are using pressure and stress and judgment, we are destroying the space of us, the space of magic. What if the space of us and contribution is the reality of magic? Okay, so let's do something else. How does it get any better? This is getting super cool. I like it. So let's go beyond now, or deeper. So now tap into all parts of your being, all parts of you that are feeling alone and separated. Tap into all these fragments, all these portions of you that are separated from you. Let's say differently, all these little yous that they felt separated and they are stuck. So anytime in the past that you felt totally separated and excluded, and you are stuck there, so please call all these parts of you now, all these separated parts of you, bring them here, bring these parts of yourself here now, in this meeting, in this room, in this space that we are creating. So call all of them. You can call them mentally or verbally, whatever. You can say, hey, any part of me that is separated, that got stuck in the past, in any other lifetime or dimension, I call you guys. I need you. Okay? And now allow all these parts of you to be nourished by the energy of us. You know, and it can be even an image when you were a child and you felt totally alone, or even now, recently, that you feel alone, or a few years ago that you felt alone when you were not having anyone next to you that could support you or understand you, okay? I know that's the case of many people because not always we have this support, okay? Many times we feel alone, we feel separated. So let's call all this part of us and let's change that now. Let's care for all these parts of us, sharing and including them with this energy, sharing all this energy of us. So let's tap again now in the energy of us, of all of us connected, of our beings, of the contribution we are. So let's share this energy with all these parts. Let's totally melt all these parts with our energies, with the energy of us. You can imagine it in different ways, like all these parts are being included, they are being nourished with energy, as an energy, or even if it was like a rain that covers all that is here, and this rain reaches every part of you. The rain is the energy of us, is the energy of communion. So what if we allow a rainfall of energy of communion, of energy of contribution? Okay. Yes, that's it. Yeah, and allow all these parts that are separated from you to be included in you. Allow all these separations that you had to not be anymore a separation. You can start now a new reality without separation, that you feel connection to everything. You don't need to keep any past, any separation. Okay, you can have now the reality of contribution, the reality of communion, the reality where you are not alone, that you can see the value of you, that you can see that you are also a contribution to the rest because you are part of it. As you can see the contribution of everyone else because they are part of you. They are part of the whole thing. You are part of the whole thing. So they are part of you. Everyone else is part of you. You are part of everyone else. Okay, that's the reality beyond this reality. That's the reality of consciousness. Okay? So whenever you feel this separation with this reality, remember that is not real, that is a choice. Okay, and we are practicing. We have been around many people choosing this reality, choosing the separation, but now we have the chance to choose different. Okay, that's the great part of this life, is that we can choose. So we can make changes. So we can choose different. We can choose to have a different reality. We can choose to go beyond. Okay? And remember that you are not alone. Remember when you're feeling all this separation, that is not true and you're not alone. Okay, so if you need to feel this connection, create the connections, engage with people. Ask, okay, who can be a contribution if you need a more personal interaction, okay? It's also very important to have people around you that support you. Okay, and don't make it as a mental idea that, oh, only the people I know since all my life is a contribution. There's also new people showing up in your life that they can be a contribution, sometimes even greater than people that you know, because it's about a reality. If we are in the same reality, in the same space, it's easier to support each other. Okay, if someone is so busy struggling with life and fighting with everything, it's difficult that they can support you. So, okay, don't be dreaming sometimes about some people that they should be different supporting you, because maybe they cannot. Okay, they are still busy with some things. So that's why it's cool that you choose with who do you create, who is a contribution for you. You can ask this question too: who is going to be a contribution? Who is a contribution for me? Okay, I don't know if there were any questions. I think not. I think we've been all very busy with this connection and energy, which is so nice. I like it. I perceive this call somehow like this, that would be also a call for receiving, not so much theoretical or about many concepts, but more about receiving also. So yeah, that's another time this, like it's not all about mind. It's not all about concepts. It's not all about learning. It's also about being present. Consciousness includes everything, includes what we can get through our minds and what we can get beyond our minds. Okay, so we can get through our bodies, through our being, we can get consciousness. We can get information, okay? Thank you very much. So I hope you enjoy this space. Let's keep creating that. Let's keep tapping into this energy. And what gifts can we receive now from this new space? What gift can we receive from everything around us? If nothing around us is separated, what can we receive? Remember that when you are seeing separation around you, remember that is a lie. And ask, okay, what contribution am I here? What contribution is this place for me? What is the contribution here? How can I be in total communion? Okay? Shishi is asking if allowance is part of contribution. Yes. If you have allowance, you can receive. When you don't have allowance, what you put is barriers and separation. You separate from you. You say, oh, this is wrong. Oh, I hate this, I hate that. And then we have a conflict, so we cannot receive. So when we have allowance is where we can receive everything, because we can see that everything is connected to us. Even if we don't like it so much, okay, it's a limited reality. It's a limited choices people is doing. It's a limited movie that is created here, okay. But there's still contribution. There is still magic there. It's our choice to see this magic, okay? And through having this allowance and receiving, we can. Okay? Okay, guys. So I think we are done for today. I think we all want to enjoy this space. So let's do that. So thank you very much, all of you. Thank you, translators. And I hope we see each other soon somewhere. Yeah, now we are in a break. I'm in a break of traveling for classes, but next month, by the end of September, I will be in Costa Rica. In October, I will be in Slovakia. In November, in Romania. And probably more places will show up. So I will keep you posted, and I hope we can meet somewhere one day or in any other class or something. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Enric.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.